society. But in order to understand how you fit, how you work with society, you really have to understand your set of beliefs. Yes, there's that word again. I'm going back to that. Remember, a set of beliefs. These are thoughts that are true for you. These are beliefs that you acquire through the interpretation of past experiences. In other words, things that have happened have formed you to be in such a way. So what happens? I want you to pretend that you're at the door at your house or apartment, and beyond that door is reality. Inside the house is you, obviously. Now, you have a certain set of experiences, right? And because of these experiences that you've had from the past, whatever happens to you, you interpret it through that filter. In other words, based on what you believe, no matter what happens to you, once you walk out that door, you interpret it through that filter. And so in a sense that when you go out and you expect things to happen, you expect good things to happen, or you expect bad things to happen, or you expect people to treat you nicely, or you expect people to treat you badly, what happens is that you will project that, whether consciously or subconsciously, you will, and then the world, the external reality, feeds you back exactly what you thought you see or get. That's called selective perception. In other words, there's a feedback loop. And the way to change how society responds to you is really to rethink how you think. In other words, you have to stop and say, why do I still think this way? Why do I still believe this? So for example, if you're stuck in a relationship now and you're saying, no matter what I try, things never change. And then you have to challenge yourself and say, well, really? Is that really true? Has everything I tried always failed? And you probably come to the conclusion that it hasn't. But as soon as you start going through the process of disproving how you think, you begin to form a new thought. Let me say it again because this is really important. If you think a certain way, you say, I'm not good at sports. Let's use that simple example. But then you stop and ask yourself, you think about how you think, is that really true? Am I not good at all sports? Well, I was pretty decent at volleyball. Wasn't good at baseball or football. But I remember I was good at, ping pong, playing pool. And so you begin to disprove your original thought about I'm not good at sports. Plus, there's also sports you haven't tried. So you really don't know if you're not good at all sports. Maybe you never tried, rugby. Joke. That was a joke. Or, cricket or whatever it may be. You never tried a certain sport, so you really can't make that statement, I'm not good at sports. See, that's a perfect example of questioning what you say to yourself and disproving it. And by disproving it, you now leave yourself open to saying, well, maybe I'm not bad at all sports. And all of a sudden, in that simple example, you went from very low self-esteem to, let's say, somewhat better self-esteem. I mean, you're not going to just rocket to the top and say, I'm great at all sports. But at least in your mind, you go, well, that's not true. I should never use a statement, I'm not good at all sports.